Okay, I'm here at Braubevial with Christine from Wild or Wild, and we're going to talk today about two different things. The first being the concept of your new concept of coconut water and coconut juice, I should say. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, good morning. So coconut water is our brand new beverage concept, and here we really are focusing on the current trend of naturalness and of course the trend flavor coconut water. So we have seen the trend in the US. Basically the product comes from South Asia and also in Brazil. It's very popular. We've seen the trend in the US and we thought this might be a very interesting concept also, as well as for Europe, but also Middle Eastern and international regions.
It has functional benefits as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course, and that's the benefit of it, because coconut water is well known. Either it's natural, but it has a natural functionality. It has minerals inside, it has potassium and so on. And of course, this goes absolutely with the current trends that we see in the market.
Now, I've tasted a sample of this already, and the label on the side of the sample said 25% coconut water as opposed to 5% juice. And I was expecting an overwhelming taste sensation of coconut, but what I got was juice and a very subtle hint of coconut. How do you do that?
Yeah, of course, that's our application expertise, and we do great taste. And yes, I think I have to mention these concepts go more into a, let's say, more mainstream direction, besides the concepts that we see from the US, the classical markets, which have 100% coconut water inside. This is a very intensive taste, probably not every consumer likes. And that's why we said, okay, let's do more mainstream concepts with a reduced part of coconut water, but nevertheless having also the functionality inside.
Now, it's still early days, I expect, in terms of rolling this out, but have you had a lot of early interest from clients in Europe in particular?
Yes, of course. So we can already see the first launches in Europe of coconut water, of course, of the classical brands that we also know from the US. And for sure, also the consumers or customers here are showing interest for concepts like this. Yeah.
America is a huge market, a very competitive market to break into. Do you think that's an eventual target?
The US? Of course, we have also a subsidiary in the US or a company in the US, and of course they are also having their coconut water concepts. But we did more the European version. Yeah.
Let's move on to something else that you've come up with, the Fruit Up sweetener. That's now a tabletop variety. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, of course, Fruit Up, we have this natural fruit sweetener for a long time in our, let's say, portfolio. And we thought this is a real great sweetener, and why do not do this for a tabletop sweetener? Fruit Up is a natural sweetener, so it comes 100% from fruit. This is also very important regards to the trend naturalness. But Fruit Up is also the benefit of being low GI and being one of the lowest GI sweeteners that are existing with within the fruit sweeteners. Especially for tabletop sweeteners, it has also the benefit that it's allergen-free. For example, we have this classical tabletop sweetener, honey, that we know. So this is not allergen-free. This is also not something you would give to your kids. So this is a real great alternative, either for health-conscious consumers, but as well as for indulgence consumers, because it has a great taste.
How can I use it? What can I use it on? What can I use it in?
Everything you're thinking of. So just think of how you use your daily sweeteners, tabletop sweeteners. That's where you can use also Fruit Up tabletop sweetener, either in your coffee in your morning or the tea in the afternoon, but also in your yogurt or when you start baking something. So we also tried Fruit Up within baking stuff, and it's working well.
Well, we're seeing a trend in the UK at the moment of baking. Everybody's baking, so it sounds like the perfect ingredient for me.
Yeah.
It's very important to note also that Fruit Up can be mixed with stevia, not in this tabletop variety.
Yeah, of course, you do know that we do have Sunwind stevia and a great alternatives there, sweetening alternatives with stevia. For the tabletop sweetener, we focused on the, let's say, more indulgent side, and the consumer is used to that, and that's the first step, let's say. But of course, for classical beverages, we are also combining stevia with fruit up. It's a great thing. You have both our natural sweeteners coming from natural sources, and fruit up adding the really great taste, and sweet up the zero sweetening. So it's a great combination for great taste alternatives. Yeah.
Great, thanks for joining me today, Christine.
Okay, thank you, Shaun.
Thanks again for downloading this podcast. For more news, analysis, opinion, interviews and multimedia for the food and beverage industry, go to foodbev.com.